control the center. If you have to remember only one thing from this video, make it this one. The central squares, e4, d4, e5, d5, are the most important on the board. Why? Pieces in the center have maximum mobility. You gain space and control. It becomes easier to launch attacks. How to do it? Use pawns like e4, d4 on your openings. Support with knights and bishops. So this brings us to the next tip. Develop early. In the opening, your goal is simple. Get your pieces out fast and efficiently. That means knights before bishops. Don't move the same piece multiple times. Don't make unnecessary pawn moves.
2 times up.
Golden rule: every move should help you develop or control the center. Therefore, we have the next tip. Stop early queen moves. This is one of the most common beginner mistakes. Bringing your queen out early might feel aggressive, but it usually backfires. Why? Because the queen becomes a target. Your opponent gains tempo by attacking it. You fall behind in development. Rule of thumb: develop your knights and bishops first. Your queen is powerful, but she's better used once the board is ready. Castle early. Your king is safest when castled. If you delay castling, your king stays in the center. You become vulnerable to attacks. You lose coordination. Tip: castle within the first 10 moves whenever possible. Attack, attack, attack. Now, I know this is a bit off from my previous tips, but hear me out. Chess is a game of brilliant plays and extraordinary ideas. Don't just play passively and defensively. You are not a grandmaster, and you probably never will be. So, enjoy. Attack. Okay, maybe not without a logical plan, because you might end up losing. But if you think you have some sort of checkmate on the way, go for it. Think before every move. This separates beginners from strong players. Before you move, ask yourself these 3 questions. What is my opponent threatening? What changed after their last move? Is my next move safe? Blunders often happen when you play too fast. Pawn structure. Pawns define the game. Key things to watch. Doubled pawns are usually weak, so try to avoid situations where you will be forced double up your pawns. But it's not always a bad thing, as Benny Watts said.
If you take his knight, then you double his pawns.
Big deal. Like I said, it's all pawns.
Isolated pawn. It's the pawn that has no friendly pawns on adjacent files to protect it. This matters especially in the endgame, where they can be targeted by the opponent's pieces. But here's the twist. Isolated pawns are not always bad. They can give you open lines for your other pieces, attacking chances, especially in the middle game, because the opponent might fall for a free pawn. Passed pawns are extremely powerful. Tip: before trading pawns, think about the long-term structure. Rook activation. Rooks are strongest on open files, semi-open files. Bring them into the game early in the middle game. Bonus tip: doubling rooks on a file can be devastating. Have a plan. Don't just play random moves. Even a simple plan is better than none. Ask yourself, where are my strong pieces? Where is my opponent weak? What is my goal? Don't quit. Ever. If you are down a piece, never surrender, especially if you are a beginner or an intermediate player. I had games where my opponent was completely winning, and as you can see, I turned it around a few moves after. So there you have it. Start learning these fundamental tips and remember, pause before you play.